Welcome to A Shot of Joe, the place where you come to get enlightened and get empowered. Make sure you check that button below. You can subscribe to my channel. I'm posting new videos all the time, pretty much every week. Help you along the journey here of higher energy vibration and giving you tools to move forward in a positive way. One of the things that I have been experiencing with people recently, it happened to me, and it's happening now to a lot of people as they're starting to wake up, is what I call old identity PTSD. Now, here's what I mean by that. Now, first of all, I remember the first time I ever heard this term PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. I had never heard that before. I didn't know what it was. Never heard of it. I was working at a bar in New York many years ago. One of the guys working there had been in Vietnam, and he was telling me how he had this PTSD, and he would wake up in the middle of the night sweating and remembering what had happened to him in Vietnam. So I never, it was the first time I've heard of it before, but of course now it's a very common term that we hear all the time. When we hear PTSD, we know what it is. But anyway, what we're going through right now is what I think of as old identity PTSD. So what does that mean? As we are evolving, I want to just give you kind of how it looks and how it works. As we are evolving into higher energy and vibration, there is a separation coming on many levels. But basically, as you move into higher energy, your attachment to the physical world starts to fade away. So all the things that were really important to you back before you started to become more awake or more enlightened or whatever you want to call it, these are things that are no longer important. So you might have been somebody, money might have been very important to you, or your job title might have been very important to you, or having kids, or being a mother, or being a father, whatever it was, things that you were very, very attached to. And I'm not saying anything's good or bad, it's just the attachment to it, or things that were really a focal point of your life. As we start to elevate, we let go of the attachment of the physical world. So those things that were so critical, oh, I had to get that promotion, I had to get that job, I had to have that car, those things start to go away. And then we start to move into a whole different area, which is really clean space. I think of it as I'm moving into this area that's completely clean and clear. I don't have any of these attachments. I'm not concerned with these things. Now, again, we are living in a physical world. So because we're living in a physical world, we have to live. We have to eat. We have to have a place to live. Depending on where you live, you need a car. Certain things that we want to have, which is nothing wrong with that, right? Obviously, that's how we live. But the idea of it, the attachment, the thought that I need this certain watch or this car or this shirt or whatever it is, these things start to go away. And we lose that feeling of, oh, this is the most important thing in the world to me. And you start to evolve out of it. Now, what happens is, as we evolve out of it, we don't know what to do. Because I have PTSD because I lost my identity. My identity, my driving force of my life, that was to be successful or to be married or to have kids or whatever, to be a certain title or whatever it is, it's gone. Now I don't know what to do with myself. So it creates this void of life. What I want to say to you is this: give it some time, because it will take time to go from your old identity of who you thought you were. Remember, you are a pure being of pure love. That is it. But we came here to have this experience and have these identities and go through these different things. So now, as we separate from the identity, which we'll always have some type of identity as long as we're here in the physical world, but when the majority of that identity starts to go away, we don't know where we're going. And make that okay. It's okay if you're not sure where you're going. It's okay if you don't know what to do next. It's okay if you've lost your desire or your drive, or you don't know, you lost it. You lost that edge maybe that you had before. It will come back in a different form as you go into this different higher space. I just don't want you to be panicked about it if you feel yourself going through this loss of identity. So remember, what you were before served you then. You went through your karma, you went through your energy. As you're letting go, your new identity, which is completely different and has no attachments, is a much higher form of who you are, but it's very different. So just be nice to yourself and understand that this will take a little time before you adjust and really reestablish who you are and what it is, your next mission here and what you're going to do in this world. And I will tell you this, your next mission, whatever you do next, will be tied to making the world a better place. That's when you're going to know you're back in good shape. So I hope this was helpful. I will see you soon. Don't forget, like I said, subscribe. I'll keep you up to date on what's going on. So be blessed. I'll see you soon.